What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. This video I want to break down a little bit and talk about the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team news that we got today. A little late on this video, but I still want to talk to you guys about my thoughts on it and just talk about the new news that we got and just kind of have an overview of it. So let's talk about it. If you guys do enjoy this type of content, drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here as well. Would very much appreciate that. I have the overview right here, and let's get into it. So we have FUT Co-op, FUT Events, FUT Stadium, Core Competitive Mode Improvements, Live FUT Friendlies, Meaningful Moments, updated game menus, removal of fitness and training items, FUT Icons 100, next generation of consoles, and then the wrap up. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is Co-op. Now, this is something that they have introduced into the game for the first time, something that's been long overdue. Now, what this is kind of looking at, you're able to, from what it looks like and from what I understand, you can do objectives together. And you know, some key things to learn here is the person who sets up the lobby will become the captain, and then you can also choose, I believe, based on the host, whose team you're using. Now, I have a little bit of an issue with that because I think that if you really want to introduce co-op, it would be sick if you can use players from the friend that you're playing with, his team, and then your team as well. So say, for example, if we're in Team of the Season time, I have Team of the Season Messi Red. My friend who I want to play with has Team of the Season Suarez, right? If I don't have Team of the Season Suarez, you know, I wouldn't be able to play with him, right? But being able to play FUT Co-op, I wish you were able to just play with players from other teams as well. I guess that's something they could not introduce. That's from what I read. From the lobby, both players will see the captain's top-rated players from the current active squad, and when both players are ready, the captain will have the ability to start the game. And where is it where it said... we've added new friends. You can select a friend to play a game with and be taken straight to the co-op lobby. Where does it say in FUT 21 will also be bringing a similar captive rivals? That is talking about how many games you can play per week, and that would count to your weekly score. We'll get into that. So it says if one player is running their games that count for their weekly score, neither of you will continue to earn weekly score. So you can technically... from what I'm understanding here, you can play your 30 games of Rivals, which is what they're capping it per week. You can play those first 30, whether you want to play that alone or whether you want to play that with a friend, to either get, you know, skill rating, to go up in divisions, to do objectives or whatever. That will go to your score for the rank that you're going to get for Div Rivals rewards that week. But once you hit past that 30 games, you won't be able to you won't be able to accumulate score after those 30 games, pretty much, is what I'm seeing here. You'll know before starting the match that this applies as both players will receive a message warning. That being said, the both of you can still play the match to earn coins and skill rating, make progress towards objectives, and accumulate weekly qualification points. This was something as well with weekly qualification points. There was a leak that weekly qualification was 500 points, but I believe the FIFA Direct Twitter account has said it's still going to be 2,000. So I don't know what to believe there because I'm obviously blocked. But from what people were quoting the tweet of, it's back to 2,000 from what I'm seeing. And you know, for the division rivals matchmaking, so with their matchmaking, they're going to use the highest skill rating of the duo. So if the host is in Div 9 and the guest is in Div 5, players will be matched at the higher skill rating of Division 5 using our existing matchmaking. So pretty much if I go and I'm a Division 1 player, my friend's a Div 4 player, well, he's going to be playing against Division 1 players, you know, from what this is highlighting right here. For those wondering how this will impact your skill ranking as a lower ranked player who's winning in co-op with their friend, your progression in Rivals would be similar to you if you were playing games against players at your own level. So while you'll still rise, co-op will not serve as a major accelerator to your ranking. So if you are so for those who are wondering how this will impact your skill rating as a lower ranked player who's winning in co-op with their friend, if you are a lower ranked player, it still will count but it's not going to accelerate you up the divisions because you're playing up against, you know, if you're in my division, Division 1, right? You're not getting those same, you know, those same rewards pretty much, those same points accumulation. Another consideration that we made is for players who don't want to play against co-op pairs. In Rivals, we've included a toggle that lets you choose between a mix of solo players and co-op groups in your matches, or just for solo players. This is co-op friendlies. Now, this is another problem for me. They have introduced co-op this year, and they haven't allowed you to play 2 other people that are friends with you. I just think this is dumb. Like, you should be able to, in 2020, be able to take me and my friend, and I want to play 2 of my other friends because they're talking shit to me, and me and my friend are not going to take it anymore, and we want to go and beat them with our co-op team. I think that's pretty stupid. It kind of reminds me of Volta in a sense, because they put all this money and resources into Volta, and they didn't make it where you can actually play with your friends in that mode. So again, that for me it's just tough. That's what I'm hearing, and this is what I'm talking about here. You can go into co-op friendlies, but you can go into like some of their like modes, like classic, mystery ball, swaps, King of the Hill, Matt's chemistry, headers, volleys, survival, all that kind of stuff. This is co-op trainer approval. We don't really got to go into that too much. Fun events. Now this looks solid. I mean, I wonder how many people are actually gonna take part in this, but it looks like you can go head to head, like Team Holland versus Team Jao Felix. And with community events, each player who completes objectives in specified groups will contribute to a global XP pool. And as the XP pool grows, the community will progress towards thresholds that unlock rewards for everyone who's completed at least one objective in the event. So I guess this is a little bit of a way for them to distinguish, certain rewards. Like, if they are giving out a certain reward for taking part in these events, then that's pretty cool. And I think you should be doing a lot of events like that, like a couple per week if you can, to give new special cards and new objectives, right? Expand the objective pool is what I want from FIFA 21, because I like how we have one that's set for squad battles, we have one that's set for Div Rivals, but if you add the friendlies more, and if you add co-op in that, and then you add these team events in that as well, you're giving us so many different ways to get rewards. And I hope that's player rewards, because we've always talked about grinding for in-game player items, us grinding for certain players so that we can use in our squads. So that's interesting with team events. This is just talking about, you get new customization items to show off your allegiance, coins, or packs. This, I hope, is players too. I don't want it to just be coins or packs. What was it? So this right here, man versus machine. You have like a tier 1 here, stadium theme. You have like a cold, rainy night, background tifo. Like, there's gonna be a lot of tifos and stuff, and they're gonna incorporate that. FUT Stadium actually looks pretty cool to me. Now this is, I believe you have your own FUT Stadium, and then you also have your FUT Champ Stadium. Because obviously FUT Champions has one designated stadium, you're not going to be able to use your FUT customized stadium, but I think you'll be able to use, the FUT Champion Stadium, and then also grind objectives, and other things to get for your FUT Champ Stadium, because obviously EA, I think, has, done well in terms of, like, if my opponent is, like, for example, the jerseys, right? The kits. If I'm wearing a white kit and my opponent's wearing a black kit, well, that's appearing on my screen, but on their screen, I could be wearing a red kit and they're wearing a yellow kit, right? So I like, it's the different presentation, right? You can come out with, obviously your team badge, balls, kits, default celebration, home tifo, stadium theme, crowd chants, base paint color for your stadium, and then you have, as you continue to play, complete milestone objectives, you unlock new locations, commentary club names, sound, visual goal effects, and space to show off the trophies you've earned this year. I like that. That's pretty cool. It's more customization, which in reality we want to know more about the gameplay itself rather than the actual customization, because that's really never been a problem for EA is customizing stuff. So that's pretty cool. I mean, if you look at some of these last photos, I like this. This is pretty cool right here. Like these sort of customizations, I like that. That looks really freaking sick. So I'm excited for that. And we'll see how that works out. I'm gonna have a lot of time this year to grind the game, so maybe this is something that I look into. Core competitive mode improvements. Now, one thing they talked about in here is people that have taken their squad battle rewards, like doing squad battles, and then going into online play and having a difficulty based on the division that they're in. So you can either do your first 5 Div Rivals placement games through the online system and continue to play online, or I believe you could play 30. I think it's either 10. Oh no, it might be 10 placement matches. Wait. The first 30 matches played in squad battles will factor the difficulty you play at and the result of your games into your placement division. Right, so it says 30. I don't know why it says progress to placement 10. I don't know why they did that. So this is just allowing people to, they're going to get placed in a division that they think is sufficient for how they did in their first 10 games on squad battles against the AI, pretty much. What I also like, this one is what I like to see. For players who want to jump directly into the action in Rivals, the regular 5 placement match method will continue to be an option. We've made improvements to the placement match logic through fine-tuning to ensure that players end up in the right division. There was something in here that said that you can get coins for all 5 divisions. Here, this is it. Not that one. This is it. So, pretty much, then before, as once your placement is complete, you'll get coins for each division you pass through. So, if you finish your placements in Div 5, you'll get the coins for Div 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. So they're doing something different this year where if you win a division, or you get promoted to a next division, you get a coin reward. So those first 5 Rivals placement games is going to be pretty, that's going to be really huge in terms of where you place in division, because the higher up you get placed in, if you go 5-0, well, if you go to Div 3, you're getting those coins for all 7 divisions. I think for me, that's pretty sick. Now they obviously have caps, new tiers. They've done something different with the leaderboards as well. Instead of it being a top 100, now it's going to be a top 200. So pretty much they're comparing here. 2 to 10 is now the people get the rewards for 2 to 20, 21 to 50, 51 to 100, 101 to 150, and 151 to 200, which will place as the 76 to 100. So you get the same rewards pretty much, but it'll be expanded now because people were missing out on a top 100 and even getting 30 no's, which was bullshit, right? Live FUT friendlies, they've just some different objectives. Right here it shows you requirements, player quality exactly silver, Premier League players exactly 11. That's not too bad. Meaningful moments, this is something different that they're going to be bringing for 21. We've built out a new feature that will allow certain special items such as moments items to better reflect the real footballing moments they are based on. As an example, if Trent was to receive a moments item to celebrate him as a dead ball specialist in previous games, his passing would increase to raise his free kick accuracy stat. In FUT 21, we'll be able to raise his free kick accuracy to new heights without also impacting his short and long passing. So pretty much they're giving certain attributes based on how they perform pretty much. So this is a little example, but if Bruno scores 2 long shots, right, and he gets a special moments out of him, right, maybe they upgrade his shooting, right, his long shots. So that's gonna be interesting. Updated game menus, you're gonna be able to do it with the left stick. You just go up and down now. So if you go down right here, you'll be able to go to your squad. If you go up, you'll be able to go to the stadium, my stadium stuff, all that customization. They're showing you right here. If you toggle up right there, and then here with the squad, it'll show you right there. Just clicks on that down pad. So that's pretty cool. We've enabled quicker access to squad and customization. Top level menus will be able to hold up or down the controller, like I just said. They've also done something differently when it goes to the take me there from the objective. We added a pop-up that you can toggle to serve as a quick reminder of the objective requirements. That's solid. And you know, this is one of the biggest things that they've done, and you know, fitness and training has been in the game for the longest of times, since the beginning. And for the first time, I just dropped my controller. For the first time, these will be gone. They will not serve as pack fillers. What they will do, though, in terms of healing cards, is going to be two. It's going to be one for a 2 game and one for a 5 game. The 5 game is going to be the rare one, and the 2 game is going to be for the non-rare one. They are also adding in TIFOs and stadium themes for a range of major clubs and FUD for pack fillers. So they're pretty much replacing fitness and training and the different types of healing cards with stadium themes and TIFOs and stuff like that. And like this, had club customization options. Icons 100. If you guys did not see icons, where is it right now? Where's the 100 icons? Right here. The only one that's not in this set, in the ones we already have, Lehman is the only one that has not made it back, so he is gone. But Van Basten is still here after his comments last year. The new ones we got: Lam, Torres, Xavi, Vidic, Suker, Schweinsteiger, Puskas, Cantona, Cole, and Czech, and Eto. So we have a solid range of players here. I'm really interested in Vidic. I'm interested in Puskas as well, because from what I was seeing on Twitter, there was concepts of him being a 95-96. That, for me, reminds me of like a Eusebio, right? Kind of, you know, back in the day player, but could be overpowered in FIFA. So that'll be interesting. Cantona, I'll be sick to use him in a past the present United squad. So we'll see what happens with that. And the last but not least, next generation of consoles. We've kind of talked about this before, but if you get FIFA 21 for PS4, you'll be able to you won't have to rebuy it, and your club, your FIFA Ultimate Team, will carry over to PS5. What they've also said is they're combining the transfer markets. So people that are on PS5, it's going to be the same as PS4. So that's pretty much everything that they've kind of talked about with FIFA 21. Hopefully, if you had any confusion, I kind of tried going through that as quick as possible. I know it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, so I apologize. But thank you guys for watching. More FIFA 21 content coming very soon. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in video soon. Peace out.